Ronna McDaniel is the chair of the Republican National Committee, and she is trying to beat off a challenge from Pillow. Mike Pillow is challenging Ronna McDaniel for the RNC chairpersonship. And McDaniel appeared on Fox News with Stuart Varney. And Varney, to his credit, asked a perfectly fine question, which is, you know, it didn't go that well for Republicans in the November 8th, 2022 midterms. Does Trump bear some responsibility for that? And Ronna McDaniel did not like that question.
Would you publicly say that Donald Trump bears any responsibility for some of the losses in the midterm elections? Would you say that publicly?
You know, I don't like this. I don't like these parceling out, because he supported Ted Budd, who won, and he supported J.D. Vance, who won. I think there's a lot of things. That's why I've put together an
We're going to go back to that. That's an interesting statement.
Action report. We've got to look at Dobbs. But here's the one thing that I think people should be talking about: the amount of ticket splitting, the amount of Republicans that went out and voted for a Republican at the top of the ticket. Look at Arizona. The top vote getter is a Republican. Look at Georgia. We had 8 of 9 statewide races won by Republicans. But why are Republicans going and voting for one Republican and not the other?
Because they put out uniquely disastrous candidates. Disastrous candidates. People like Kari Lake. People like Herschel Walker. Doug Mastriano, one of the most disastrous possible people. That's why the ticket splitting is happening.
Trump.
We have to work hard to bring those independents
isn't that the answer to
in. But that means turnout was not the issue.
The answer is Trump, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm saying I'm not into the blame game right now. I think we've got to do.
She's like, we've got to figure out why that happened. Well, here's one reason why it might have happened. Oh, yeah, but I don't want to be doing the blame game. You said you want the answer, but you don't want that answer, I guess.
Analysis, I think it's too quick. And I think you can't parcel out, well, this endorsement helped this one and this. It's the whole message. It's what did each candidate do? What was their turnout? But most importantly, how do we get independents to support Republicans? And
yeah, I mean, listen, I say study it. But when you ask yourself, well, why did Brian Kemp win so easily in Georgia and Herschel Walker lost? Herschel Walker was a uniquely disastrous candidate. And by the way, he almost won. Like fortunately, it didn't happen, but he almost won. Listen, I don't know to what degree Ronna McDaniel is telling us what she really believes, or she has to put on a face, right? But McCain voters are not necessarily the types of people who are going to get behind Kari Lake because Trump said vote Lake. So I don't know how you disassociate the MAGA candidate, even if you don't want to point to Trump specifically, from some of these decisions that took place. And they talk about, let's do an analysis. They'll never accept the analysis if what it points to is Trump just really messed things up, or at least publicly they won't. We're going to continue having this conversation because it is a very interesting one, but I question to what degree they honestly want the actual answer. It seems increasingly the Republican voters have figured out the answer, because we looked at that poll in the last segment, or the previous segment, which found that 2/3 of Republicans don't want Trump to be the nominee. Those are pretty significant numbers.
Before you go, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can click the subscribe button below or above or wherever it is on your screen. And if you want to support my work even more strongly, the best way is to get a membership at joinpacman.com and subscribe to the podcast for The David Pakman Show. There you can check out interviews, longer clips, and much more. It's on all the big podcasting platforms. Just search for The David Pakman Show, and all the links are also down below in the video description.